Hey friends, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be sharing some products that I'm currently loving. I've got a big assortment of products here, from skincare to hair care, body care. I've got a mosquito repellent, as random as that is, but it's so good. And I've got a few clothing pieces. So I've got a lot to share. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first let's talk about the most random product in this video, and that is this mosquito repellent from Off. This is the Clean Feel Insect Repellent. I don't usually wear mosquito repellents because they always smell and they're always super sticky. This is neither of the two. It's super lightweight. There's no scent to it. I mean, you could literally wear this on a night out. Like, be dressed up, put this on, and not feel sticky or stinky. It's so good. It lasts up to 8 hours. I'm not one that really gets impacted by bug bites or mosquitoes too much. I mean, when the mosquitoes are really bad, I definitely will, but Paul, on the other hand, cannot be outside when it's mosquito season because they will eat him alive. So I have stocked up on several of these. They are so good, you guys. I promise you, so good. Next up, we have a new product from Necessaire. This just recently launched, but I've had the pleasure to actually test it and get to use it over the last couple of months. This is the Body Retinol from Necessaire. I've been using Necessaire's products for a couple of years now. I started with the body lotion, and it's my favorite body lotion because it's fragrance-free, as many of their products are, and I like to mix it with body oil, self-tanners. It's just a really easy body lotion to incorporate into your routine if you like to mix products together. So they just launched the Body Retinol, and I did team up with them for this portion of the video. So this is, if you think about it, we use so many active ingredients on our face to combat signs of aging, and why not on the body? So this really addresses like crepiness on the skin. So for me, I like to use this and concentrate this around the elbows and right above the knees. As we get a little bit older, I tend to notice skin sagging or looking more crepey in those areas of the body, and this is perfect to address those issues. It also helps with uneven texture on the skin, and it really smooths and repairs the skin. So the way that I use this is I use it more as a night treatment. So this isn't something that I use every day. You want to start using it like once a week and then kind of graduate to using a few times a week. You can actually use it in conjunction with their body serum, which also helps with crepiness, but this also helps hydrate and plump the skin. So think of the Body Retinol as being a product that helps with crepiness, uneven texture, and smoothing out the skin, and the body serum is really being a product that's going to support those same benefits, but it's also going to help plump and hydrate. So you can use these two on either day. So basically rotate between the two. One night use the Body Retinol, the next night the serum, and just kind of use back and forth that way. So the formula contains 1% retinol blend, 10% alpha hydroxy acid. It has 5 peptides and niacinamide in it. It's also like a balm lotion texture, and it's fragrance free. I do also have a code for you guys. It's Lisa J 10, and it gets you 10% off. And they actually have a treatment essentials collection bundle, which comes with these two products, the Body Retinol and the body serum. It's a $100 value. In the bundle price, it's $70, and then you can use my 10% code, Lisa J 10, and get an additional 10% off. Okay, so let's talk about a couple of hair products that I have. I have this Final Call spray from the Dry Bar. I don't know why I blanked on that name. This is a frizz and static control spray. So I always get Flyaways on here, and this spray is perfect for that. I'm kind of stepping away from my mic, so my mic right up there. You just want to kind of mist it real lightly, and it just smooths and tames flyaways. Think of it as like a hairspray without the hold. It's really nice just to smooth everything and calm away little crazy flyaways. Do you see what that did? I love it. It has a really fresh kind of powdery like scent, and it's very lightweight. It's not going to build up in the hair and make it heavy or feel sticky. There's no hold to it, so it's different than hairspray. Really have been enjoying this. I also picked up, I think this is a new product from Bobbi. I got this at my salon, my last visit. It's the Serene Scalp Oil Control Dry Shampoo. So this is a powder dry shampoo, not a spray. It smells like, has that really yummy Orbe smell. I love it. I don't really think yummy is the right word to describe this scent, because it almost smells like a unisex cologne or perfume. But you just kind of dispense a little bit of this at the root of your hair where you tend to have oil, let it sit for a few seconds or minutes, and then kind of just run your fingers lightly through it. It's also going to help not only absorb oil and, you know, refreshen dirty hair, but it's also going to control the production of oil throughout the day. I've really been enjoying this. Okay, let's hop into makeup because I have quite a few things to share. The Too Faced Born This Way Healthy Glow SPF 30 foundation. It's actually described as a moisturizing skin tint. When I bought this, I think I got this from QVC. When I got this, I thought it was going to be very sheer, like a tint. It actually actually gives the coverage of a foundation for me. It gives great coverage. I would say about natural to medium-ish coverage you're gonna get. It gives a really beautiful hydrated glow to the skin. The skin looks really healthy and glowy, but not shiny or greasy or heavy. It's very, very beautiful. I think dry skins would love this. I think mature skins would really love this. It's super easy to apply. I use the 106 brush to apply this, but you can also use your fingers. It's that type of product. I've really been enjoying it, and I'm the shade Light Beige. The Colleen Rothschild Illuminating Tinted Eye Cream. This is so good, you guys. I can't believe I haven't used a product like this before. So this is an eye cream that has a bit of like a peachy pink tone to it, so it helps color correct dark circles. It also has like a pearlescent illumination to it, so it's going to not only cancel out dark circles, but it's also going to illuminate and make the under eye area glow. If you wear this alone, it will look like you have a very light sheer concealer on. You can also wear this underneath your concealer and you don't have to use as much concealer, and it also just helps prep the under eye for concealer. I always talk about using an under eye cream or some type of hydrating product under the eyes right before applying concealer so that your concealer looks more natural and it doesn't look dry or heavy underneath the eye. This would be a great product for that because it's going to hydrate under the eye, but it's also going to do some of the work for you so you can use less concealer. I've been using this in the mornings before I go to the gym. I'll just put this on with a little tinted SPF, my Elastin tinted SPF, and that's it. I don't need anything else. I mean, it's not complete coverage under the eyes, but I definitely look more awake and it just looks better. So I've really, really been enjoying this. If you haven't picked this up, I encourage you to give it a try. I think I have a Colleen Rothschild code also. I'll leave it in the description box. It's usually always down there, but I think it's like 20 or 25% off site-wide, so it's pretty good. Okay, so this serum from Flyaways, it's the Beautiful Hydration Serum. So this is just a lightweight serum. You can apply it before moisturizer. It wouldn't take your place of your moisturizer, but it's something you can apply if your skin's really dry. Just apply this first and then apply your moisturizer on top of it. I'll use it in the mornings when I'm headed to the gym. I'll use this first, and then I'll apply my tinted SPF and my eye cream, and then I'll head out the door. Because I know I'm coming back, I'm gonna wash my face and apply all of my skincare. So it's kind of like a little bit of hydration to get me through like that first hour or two of my day when I'm working out, and then I come back and I do my whole skincare routine. Now, on the days that I am not coming back to do my skincare, I'm just gonna be running around, then I will definitely pair a moisturizer on top of it, but it's just enough hydration. It can be that little first step to my gym routine, but it's really nice. And you can also use this as a primer. So if you put moisturizer on in the morning, then you go and do your makeup an hour later or so, you could use this on top as like a primer for your makeup. It's really beautiful and it'll help give a little bit of boosted hydration to the skin. It's very lightweight. Okay, you guys, let's dive into some oldies but goodies I've loved forever, but I just kind of rediscovered my love recently. The MAC Paint Pot in the shade Layin' Low. I love MAC Paint Pots. You usually see me use the shade Soft Ochre here when I'm getting ready, which is a really light, pale kind of ivory shade. Layin' Low is a little bit deeper. It kind of has a peach tone to it. I got this when a makeup artist used this on me on a photo shoot a while back, and like most things, it gets kind of hidden in all of my makeup, but when I moved makeup over to this new studio and I had to pack up all my makeup and then unpack it, I discovered so many old loves, this one included. I really love the tone of this. It's a great shade to wear by itself or use it as a primer and wear shadow on top of it. I love the MAC Paint Pots because they last all day long and they're pretty light. I like to use my finger to blend it out just to make sure I don't apply too much. If you do apply too much of this product, you know, it can kind of dry and be a little like, I don't know if cakey is the right word, but you just want to make sure that you use your finger, blend it out so you have a nice sheer layer. This is a really pretty color for blue or green eyes. It has just that little bit of warmth, which is going to enhance and make blue or green eyes pop. This fragrance is my holy grail of all. I've shared this many times here on my channel. This is the Nemat Amber Oil, and you can pick this up. Now you can pick it up from Ulta. I have been using this though before it was even known, and you could only find it at Whole Foods. I've been wearing this a ton lately because I get so many every time I wear this, I get so many compliments. It smells Amazing. It is so good. The way that I use it is they come in rollerball, and I think they also come in like a perfume that you can spray. I really love the oil. I just think that the concentration is so much stronger and better. Just put a little bit on my wrist, and then I always put a little bit back here. It smells amazing. I promise you, if you get this, you will have people stop you and ask you what you are wearing. It is amazing. I went to a retreat a couple weeks ago, and there was a lot of hugging at the retreat. Like, you know, lots of hugging, and every time I'd hug someone, they would be like, oh, what are you wearing? You smell so good. And it was this. It's so good, and it's so affordable too. Okay, I have a couple lip products to share, 3 actually. So we'll start with the one that I have on my lips right now. This is the Rare Beauty Matte Lip Cream in the shade Confident. I like this color a lot. It's a real pretty kind of like, you know, cool tone, poppy pink, but the formula is really nice. It almost feels kind of like a mousse on the lips, and it smooths and blurs textures on the lips. It gives the lips a really like pillowy, kind of cloudy look. It's so, so pretty. It's a very unique texture and formula. I only have it in this shade, but I plan to pick it up in a couple others. If you have picked this up in other shades, let me know what's your favorite. But yeah, I really, really love this. You see? And it has this really interesting like slip to it. It just feels so smooth and really nice. Next up, we have this YSL lipstick. This is the shade 70, and I don't know what inspired me to buy this. Actually, that's not true, I do. So Nikki LaRose did a 30 days of her favorite lipsticks on Instagram, and I don't think that this was one of her favorite lipsticks, but I remember watching her every day, and a few of them I wrote down, and I was at Sephora, and I was just like in the mood to shop for lipstick. It totally inspired me to shop for lipsticks. And I hadn't purchased a YSL lipstick in a while, but I remember the last one I purchased, which was a few years ago, just really loving. I just love the formula. It has a pretty strong scent to it. So if you're not into fragrance in your lipsticks, then it's pretty strong. But anyway, I ended up at the YSL counter. I saw this color. I thought it was really beautiful. It's like this warm kind of mid-tone pink. It's just one of those lip colors that adds some color to the face, lights up the face, but it's not too bold or too strong. I thought it was just an easy kind of pink to have, and I love it. I love the formula. It's real smooth, very creamy, very pigmented, very hydrating, and very lightweight on the lips. Even though it's creamy, it's not heavy, and it's super rich and pigmented. And the color lasts pretty much all day. I do need to touch up after I eat or drink throughout the day, but I find that the color is so pigmented that it does have really great wearability. Next up, we have this lipstick from NARS, and this formula is called the Afterglow Sensual Shine Lipstick, and the shade that I love is Dolce Vita. Now, Dolce Vita comes in a variety of different formulations that NARS makes. I love this like shine lipstick because it's kind of like a combination of a lipstick and a lip balm. It's super lightweight. It's very buildable, meaning that you can get a pretty sheer look from this, but you can build it to get more color. It's not necessarily a long wearing lipstick, but it's a great lipstick for like those no makeup days, or those days where you don't really want to wear a lot of makeup, but you want something on your lips. My natural lip color is pretty light pink. It almost has like a purpley kind of gray tone to my lips. So this just kind of warms them up a little bit, looks really natural. It's very hydrating, and it just feels really, really nice on the lips. I really like this formula. Okay, and then the last lip product I have is the Merit Lip Oil in the shade Jetée. So I love these lip oils, very lightweight lip oil. This particular formula is kind of like a lip stain and lip oil combined. They're sheer and tinted like most lip oils are, but this actually gives a little tiny bit more punch of color than other lip oils that I've tried. And this particular color, you can wear it by itself. I'm actually gonna pair it on top of this Rare Beauty. Just gives high shine and a super lightweight texture. It just feels so good on the lips. I love this formula, and particularly love this color. Oh, it feels so, so good. Next, we have this creamy peach blush from Makeup by Mario. This was another Sephora VIB purchase. Really pretty poppy peachy shade. It's matte, but it has a really nice texture to it. It's very pigmented, so you want to be careful with what brush you use to apply it. I like to use a larger, fluffier brush and have very lightweight pressure so I don't pick up too much, because the color does pack a punch. But if you like peachy pink shades, this is a really nice color. Okay, so I'm gonna throw in a BK Beauty brush that I've been loving. Of course, I use use and love all of our brushes, but I wanted to pick one that has just been a theme over the last month that I find myself using over and over, and that's the BK Beauty 112. It's our little angled blush brush, and it's got looser fiber, so it's not super dense, and that's really great for applying products when you want them to apply in a more sheer manner. It's also great for applying powder highlighter. I always like to err on the side of less is more with powder highlighter. I try not to pick up too much powder highlighter. I want it to look very soft and natural, and this brush is perfect for that. So I love this. It can also work with cream blush products or powder, both. Both formulas work really nicely with it. Okay, so I have a couple of Jane Iredale products. We'll just run through all of them. They launched some new bronzers. I've been using the powder bronzer in the shade Light and really enjoying it. It's a matte bronzer. The colors, they do run on the deeper side. So this is Light, and medium, which sometimes I would think I'd be a medium in, is actually really dark. So if you are shopping these, just remember that they run a little bit deeper. Really, really nice, very even application, very pigmented. So I would recommend using a lighter, fluffier brush to apply these versus something a bit more dense, unless you want a strong payoff. But for bronzer, I typically like it to look a little more natural, a little softer. But yeah, these powder bronzers are really nice. Now, when you purchase the Jane Iredale, the first time you purchase it, you need to grab the compact, and then you buy the refill, and then future purchases, you can just buy the refill. Another of their product that I'm gonna share, I know I've recently shared this, powder foundation, the pressed mineral powder foundation. This has an SPF of 20, and I did a video the other day. It's actually, the video that I did is a partnership with Jane Iredale, but I used this, and I used their concealer, and I used their blush actually, and the combo was so perfect. My skin looked airbrushed. I used the BK Beauty 104 to apply it when I did that video, and I loved the way that it looked. So this is a powder foundation. It gives, you know, full coverage just like a foundation does. I've been using it as a foundation, but also I've been using it on days where I wear like a tinted SPF or a really light sheer foundation, and I want a little extra coverage right in the center of the face. I'll use this almost as my setting powder to mattify, but also add a little more coverage. I wanna say if you do that, like if you wear this over a foundation, just remember this covers like a foundation. So make sure the foundation you're putting it on top of is more of a lighter sheer foundation and not a full coverage foundation, because the two together could be a little heavy, but I've just been loving it. It's just such an easy, quick foundation routine, and it's so beautiful. It doesn't look like other typical powder foundations in the sense that it looks really matte. I mean, it looks gorgeous and very airbrush. When I used to do airbrush makeup as a makeup artist, like that's the same look I would get when I use it. I mean, it's so nice. The key is using the hydration spray. I'll link it down below for you as well. And you want to use that after you've applied the foundation. It just really helps set everything, and also makes it look very skin-like. So beautiful. Next up is the powder blush by Jane Iredale in the shade Flawless. I really love these powder blushes. They've got a nice pigment payoff. They're very easy to blend out into the skin. I have them in a couple of other shades. Barely Rose is a really pretty pinky peach shade. This one, Flawless, is kind of like a neutral rose. So it's got some pink to it, but it's not too pink or peach. It's like one of those shades that could almost be a bronzer, but it has a little bit pink in it. Does that make sense? It's so beautiful. I did a combination the other day where I wore the bronzer, I wore the mineral powder foundation, the concealer, and this, and my skin just looked, it reminded me of like, I already know I said airbrush, it was very airbrush, but it kind of reminded me of like that 90s makeup where everything was just like matte and smooth and like structured and contoured. It just, I was loving it. When I did it, I was like, okay, this is gonna be a go-to for a little while. Really loved it. This color would be really great on anyone from light to medium to tan skin tones. Really beautiful. I know I've talked about this a little while, but this has been my go-to concealer lately. It's the MAC Studio Fix 24-Hour Concealer. Great coverage, very lightweight. It kind of has a texture of like a serum concealer. It blends out so quick and so easy, super lightweight, but it gives great coverage. I love it. The shade NW25 is my shade, and it's pretty peach, so it's a great kind of color corrector concealer in one. Really love this. It has a doe foot applicator, so it's really easy to apply. You can honestly blend it out with your fingers because of the texture of it. It glides and smooths out so easy. I really love this. Very long wearing and great coverage. Let's talk about the new Danessa Myricks line work eyeliner. So this is a black felt tip liquid liner, and it is is probably the best I have ever used. I've kind of gotten away from doing black liquid liner. I used to do it all the time when I had lash extensions, but now that I don't and I have a little bit of a softer look on the eye, I don't really wear black liquid liner pens too much, but I had to pick it up because I think Danessa Myricks is just a phenomenal brand, and everything that they come out with is a really great product. Whether it's something that I would use for personal preferences or not, I wanted to try this because I thought there'd be a lot of interest from you guys in it, and it is the best liquid liner pen I have ever tried. Super opaque, very rich in black, which is great for a product like this because you want to make sure whatever you're using is you're getting that payoff right away, so you don't have to go over and over and over it again, because this is a product that any mistakes that you make are going to be more apparent or more obvious. One, because it's black and it's liquid liner, right? So it's just really easy to work with, and the felt tip is really nice and long and very flexible. I like to lay it on its side and create little bitty strokes so I get a really even line, and then create the wing with the tip out here. I did this little line earlier and I actually kind of need to finish it because I didn't really connect it. I was looking back at footage earlier and I was like, oh, I didn't fully connect that. Yeah, this is just a really great liquid liner pen. Before this, I was loving the KVD tattoo liner. That was kind of my go-to for the longest time, but I actually think this is superior to that. So if you were into black liquid liner pens, I recommend this one. So Bobbi Brown came out with some new Longwear Cream Shadow Stick shades, and the shade Soft Bronze. They have a couple of new bronze shades, and I like them all, but this one I've been wearing a ton lately. It's a really light bronze shade, super light. It works great under the lower lash line if you want a little bit of shimmer liner. I actually have it on today on my lid. That's what you're seeing. It's just a really like super sparkly light bronze. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you guys. I really like it. I love this formula of cream shadow sticks because they're creamy, easy to blend, and super long wearing. Honestly recommend all the neutral shades in this cream shadow stick, but this particular one is really beautiful for all skin tones. It's light enough for lighter skin tones, and I think it'll look really pretty as a highlight on darker skin tones too on the lid. So nice. Okay, you guys, let's move on to a couple of fashion pieces. Do I have a couple? Do I have two or more? Anyway, let's talk about these slippers from Birdies. I finally broke down and bought myself a pair. I was seeing these all over Instagram for a couple years now, and I bought a pair. I think these are called the Starling is the model or the design. These are so comfy. I don't know if you can actually see inside the comfort that they like. Oh, the features that they have inside. They feel like house slippers, but they're not. You can wear them out. I want to say they run a little big, but it actually depends on the style you get. So initially I ordered these in a size 7, which is my normal size, but my heel was falling out of the back. So those run a little large. The ones with a back, like where your whole foot is in closed, they run a little large, half a size down. Well, then I thought, okay, all of them must run large. So then I ordered another pair that you slide in, or the back of the shoe is open, and I ordered 6.5, and my heel was like hanging over the edge. So in those, I needed to order my true to size. But they're super comfortable. They come in a bunch of different colors and patterns, and they're just really great kind of basic, casual, everyday, essential shoes. I got the shade Latte. I thought it was a really nice neutral, not too tan, not too light, just beautiful. And they're a little like a kind of like a suede fabric. Love, love, love these. And the last item I want to share is a pair of jeans. They are from Mother. Mother is my favorite brand of denim these days. They're just great for, I think they're great for all body types, honestly, but where I struggle in finding jeans is I tend to have like a bigger bottom and my thighs are I'm kind of muscular build, but everything tends to be a little like loose around my waist. So I have a hard time finding a pair of jeans that fits nice at the waist, but also isn't too tight around the legs. Mothers are so nice because they have a good amount of stretch. They're super comfortable, but they don't stretch out or get saggy or unflattering throughout the day. They really hold their shape, and they're just really flattering on the body. Like I feel really confident and good in a pair of Mother denim. And this particular style I love. I really didn't want to give up the skinny trend, and I don't think I fully have given up the skinny trend in jeans, but everyone tells me that, you know, or so they say skinny jeans are out of style right now. I say wear them if you still want to, but I was looking for some jeans that were a little more trendy and on style that weren't skinny jeans. And I was struggling because everything that's wide cut or boot cut, I feel like is not flattering on someone like me that's 5'2" and with shorter legs. I think these are. So these are the Insider Step Fray. They have a raw hem, and I just really like the shape of these. I like that they're a little cropped. I can wear them with sneakers. I can also wear them with my birdie slip-on shoes. I can wear them with slides. They're real cute and flattering, super comfortable. I have them in like this kind of heathered charcoal color that you guys are seeing now on screen. And then I also have them in like a ivory color, not quite white, but they basically look white, but when you look close, they're a little bit warmer. And I'm gonna pick them up in any other shade that they have. They're so comfortable, and I find that they're really flattering, and I can wear them with a lot of different pieces. So I wanted to share these styles with you, especially if you are a short, petite gal like me. I think you will really like these. So those are all the products that I've been loving currently. I'll have everything listed and linked in the description box for you guys, as well as the info for the Necessaire promo deal where you can get 10% off site-wide at Necessaire using my code LisaJ10. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.